So recently I've been binge watching people on YouTube creating their own superhero universes. Apparently there are quite a few. One of those is a creator called Xander Flicks, who has a world filled with a number of interesting superheroes and villains with their own compelling backstories, and this really managed to grab my attention. Looking at his universe, it kind of reminds me of early 2000s cartoons like Ben 10, Teen Titans, and Spider-Man, which really could be the reason that I love it so much. Especially his main character, Bullet Boy, reminds me of all the superheroes from all those TV shows, and also he's also around the same age as me when I got into superheroes. That's probably why I love it so much. Because of all this, I wanted to make some fan art pieces of some of the characters from his universe that really struck with me as a bit of an appreciation, and like me being fanboy, and you know what I mean. Also, I have to say that if you want to know these characters' full origin story, their powers and such, I have linked the original creators channel and the videos in the description down below. First, I started with Hero X. He has the power to change into different kind of monsters. First, I tried different poses before settling on a pose where he appears to be slashing upwards. Not the most creative, but it gets the job done. Especially since he's in his lizard form, I felt it kind of worked. When I started coloring, I used the same original colors that the original creator used in his videos, and I just took a screenshot and just picked the colors from that. When talking about Hero X himself, to me he kind of reminds me of characters like Jason Todd and Red X from DC, and also Kevin 11 from Ben 10, where he's someone who's haunted by his past and unresolved emotions, and is just trying to make something good out of his situation. So, this is the final result. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Second, I chose the hero known as Insect. In short, she is a hero with a biological exosuit which grants her a plethora of superpowers and also gives her a connection to a network made up of an insect population, which were thought to be extinct. For her pose, I chose a flying pose, which she has the ability to do because of her exosuit. The design itself is a combination of all the designs made by Xander in his videos. I just tried to create a balance between them. While she obviously reminds me of Blue Beetle, an insect-themed superhero with an exosuit, she also reminds me of Barbara Gordon as Oracle, as she is the team's strategist and remote support. And same as before, I picked the colors from the original artwork and used them here in mine. What I couldn't do was get that same glossy surface texture that Xander uses in his art, so I just put some highlights using a lighter color. Just called it a day. For the background, I just use a cloud brush on a blue sky background. Nothing complicated. So this is the final result. Tell me your thoughts on it. The final character I drew was a villain called Fear Factor, who according to Xander is a nightmare creature who doesn't have an actual physical form. So for my interpretation, I made it so that Fear Factor is a powerful telepath who feeds on people's thoughts and fears. The purple demon form is a mental projection that he does when invading people's minds. He also has the ability to make himself look like a demon or make a mental projection, so it makes it look like that he and the monster are two separate entities. Because of this headcanon, I posed him in a way that the demon form is hovering over his shoulder, which is like similar to Godfrey from Elden Ring, who has a lion, like a lion specter hovering over his shoulder. That's where the inspiration comes from. So those are the 3 characters I chose to make fan art of: Hero X, Insect, and Fear Factor. Make sure to give me your unfiltered thoughts about my art in the comments down below and tell me what to draw next. And also, I know that I didn't draw Xander's main character, Bullet Boy. Maybe in a part 2 we'll see. And if you want to know more about these characters, go check out his channel, link in the description. Watch his stuff and support him. And also make sure to support me by smashing the like button and the subscribe button. And with that, goodbye and thank you. Peace out.